The Emerald City, Seattle, once gleamed with the promise of wonder and ambition. When eerie emerald auroras ignited the sky, a cataclysm split the earth, unleashing walls of roiling water that swallowed entire neighborhoods and toppled skyscrapers into fragile relics of hubris. 6 months on, the streets still whisper of agony and loss. Amid ash and ruin, reconstruction falters and unseen horrors claim the night. Their black parade marches through ruins, preying on the living. Sorcerers wield forbidden magic, blood-starved vampires and ravenous shapeshifters roam freely beneath the cursed green glow. Pulsing overhead, the auroras serve as a sickly beacon to the darkness thriving below. Yet, there are a few who do not yield to desolation. Hunters rise, armed with blade and conviction, and a vow to drive these monsters back into the shadows. But when hope feels like a cruel joke, can one's soul make a difference? Seattle, under its haunting emerald sky, awaits your courage. Step into Seattle Falling Tide, a HuntertheReckoning chronicle.
Welcome, wanderers, to the shadowed streets of Seattle, a city where the rain never washes clean the horrors that stalk its alleys. I am your caretaker, Tim Dahlia, and tonight we bear witness to Seattle Falling Tide, a HuntertheReckoning actual play set deep within the world of darkness. Here, myths bleed into reality, and every whisper in the dark could be your last. Be prepared for a tale woven from the raw edges of our collective nightmares. Body horror that twists the flesh, violence that stains the soul, blood and death lurking behind every neon glow. We will confront mental anguish, imbalanced power, taboo desires, and the injustices that haunt us all. To protect our players and you, there's a system of lines and veils in place. If any moment becomes too much, pause, breathe, and return when you're ready. Your safety is as sacred as the story itself. Enjoying the descent? Smash that like button. Subscribe and ring the bell to follow every pulse-pounding episode. Feeling generous? Join our Patreon. Your support sharpens our daggers and deepens the shadows we explore. Every pledge fuels fresher stories, tighter production, and more secrets unveiled. With the prelude complete, I hand the reins to our maestro of the macabre, Storyteller Sleepy. Lean in, keep your flashlight lit, and let the hunt begin.
I'm Sleepy. I'll be the storyteller for this chronicle, and I would like to take a second to introduce our players. Let's start with Calon.
Hi, I am Calon, and I play Martin Sherman.
And then we'll go to Scot.
Hello, I am Scot, and I play Draven Crawford.
And then we'll introduce Goss.
I'm Gus, and I play Dr. Evelyn Talbot.
Awesome. So some things have happened since in our last session. I believe we are getting ready to deal with this boat meeting after having rescued Cherry from her dilemma under the bridge.
It sounds correct to me.
And Evelyn is not liking how long it's taking to get to Jessica.
This is fair. Soon, though.
Yeah, but the whole situation is just really iffy.
Oh, yeah. So the church might be engaging with the boat.
We are hoping they will be engaging with the boat and allowing us to get in under the cover of their chaos to get Jessica out. But we've also been told now that Jessica will not be on the boat, that it will just be, is it Fallon? Fallon.
Yes, and Cherry had actually told you that Jessica and Fallon are never apart.
Right.
They don't go anywhere not together.
Right. So Cherry told us that, Cherry told us that they're always together, but the person on the phone said that she would not be there. Was it the person on the phone?
Said that they cannot account for where Jessica will be.
Right. Who was it that said?
Draven had drawn that conclusion.
That's right. Okay. So Cherry's information is probably a little bit more solid since the person on the phone was being cagey about it.
Do we trust the random voice on the phone or the drug dealer? The drug dealer's proven to be honest.
If nothing else, yeah, she's not lied to us yet. And she's honestly said, I don't know when she doesn't know. She's and she's not even dissembled about, I totally hate Simon. Fuck him in the eye with a cactus.
That's brutal.
That is
I could
violent.
100% see Cherry doing that.
Yeah.
So where are we now?
Last I knew, you were headed back to, if not at, the safe house.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You had sicked Timmy on
trying to
On
find
Jessica.
finding Jessica. Yeah, that's right.
Bride to be.
Fucking Martin's like, you know what? I'm not mad about that. Get them the fuck away from me for a little while, and maybe they'll find something useful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had almost forgotten about that. It was in my notes here just now.
Speaking of which, I send a text message to Tim. I've been looking everywhere that I normally can find them. I still can't find any hide or hair of her. Have you seen Jessica?
You get a response that is 3 periods, and then the words in all capitals, fucking whore. And then pictures of Jessica and Fallon at clubs, at restaurants, strolling down the road.
Oh dear.
And they're like arm in arm. They look like a couple. Often Fallon's arm is around her. She's leaned up against him. There's pictures of them kissing.
But we've already established that they know how to mess with people's minds.
Yep.
That's a thing that they do. So now we have maybe another complication, and that is that Jessica's brainwashed. Potentially brainwashed.
You also have the information that not all vampires have the same abilities. You know that the vampire that you have been in contact with can control people's minds, but you also have not been given any sense that Cherry can do that.
Right, but we have some sort of vague suggestion that the lady that runs the club that Martin performs at is in touch with Simon and or Fallon, and they are potentially working together on some things at least.
Yes, you have information that they at least know of each other.
Right, we don't have a lot of information about that, but we do know that they at least know each other. Because she recognized Jessica when Martin showed a picture.
Has Evelyn hacked into the CCTV footage at the pier?
So far as we are aware, there is none. There were no cameras at the pier that I recall seeing being told about when Evelyn was casing the place.
There were some security cameras, but they were mostly on the gate.
Oh, that's right. So no, Evelyn has not done that. It might be worth doing before our meeting.
Which is not long from now. So
Yeah.
we need to put eyes on the dock.
The doc needs to put eyes on the doc.
Yeah.
And with that, what's up, Doc? Let's go ahead and do that.
Awesome. I'm just now realizing I forgot to open the book, but I know what roll you need to make. So go ahead and make me an intelligence and technology roll.
And this is within Creed.
Yes.
6 successes and 1 overreach.
Ooh. Okay. With your overreach, I will let you decide if you want me to increase the danger, as it is obvious that you have hacked into the CCTV footage, or if you would like to fall into despair as you realize that you have it's obvious that you didn't get in here clean. So it's either the doc is like oh man, I fucked up, and you go to despair, or I can increase the danger as this kind of drives you forward, knowing that you've kind of put a clock on things. I will let you know, I think you can see it, but your danger is currently at 3 out of 5.
Yes, and actually, I'm kind of thinking that Evelyn would immediately be kicking herself as soon as she got the indication that she hadn't gotten in clean. Yeah, I'm gonna lean on I'm thinking despair, which means I don't roll within Creed until I uncover new information about the quarry.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are locked out of your desperation dice until you gather new information about the quarry.
Got it. Okay.
And yeah, you're able to pull up the live CCTV footage. Currently, I think you guys had just left the bridge, so it's late at night. You can see the door of the guard shack and movement inside the guard shack. You can see that no one is coming in and out of the gate at this moment. There's a couple other cameras kind of like pointed along the fence. You see some traffic, but it's late at night near the dock, so there's not a lot of traffic. Nothing seems suspicious currently on the CCTV.
We're supposed to be there at 2 a.m.? Is that correct?
That was the time.
About what time of night is it right now?
Yes, it was the following night, and it was 10. And I would say it's probably 1 in the morning the day before.
Okay.
Because you guys had done quite a bit that day.
Okay, so I think Evelyn's going to do her best to cover her tracks, of course, in the aftermath, so that if nothing else, there's no tracing back to her, even if she can't hide the fact that it's been compromised.
Yeah, you got enough successes that I would say that you didn't leave a trail back to yourself, but it's clear that someone had gotten into the CCTV. So if someone decides to investigate, it'll be clear that the CCTV footage has been hacked, but it won't lead back to you. Are you leaving a back door into the CCTV?
I am doing that and burying it as hard as I can.
Okay. Yeah, 6 successes. I think that's well within what you rolled. So when you go back to the CCTV footage, you won't need to make a roll because you have your back door open. And you have proven yourself to be a very above adequate hacker.
And no, what's up, Doc, is not taking any questions. What is up, at least for the moment, is that we do have access to the footage at this point. So now we can monitor who's going in and out and all that. I would to put that footage on one of the monitors and just keep it there.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what was that, Scott?
What is our plan?
So at this point, it's going to depend entirely upon what the church does. If they follow up on our tip and stage a raid, we'll use that confusion to go in and get Jessica. If they don't, I think our only choice is to follow through with this whole thing and just try to find a way out off the boat before they, with Jessica, hopefully, before they get us out.
All right, makes sense. I did pick up a tool that'll work in either scenario.
A tool?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the sound of that, but I might.
He takes he picks up a long black case, puts it on the table, and flips it open, and it's exactly what you think it would be. And it is not a rocket launcher. Do you know how much notice you have to give to somebody to get a rocket launcher?
Oh, the case also does have SWAT painted on it, with stencil painted on the case.
Oh yeah.
It's a sniper rifle.
It is a sniper rifle. It's a run-of-the-mill, everyday, ordinary 50 caliber rifle. Now, will it kill a vampire? No. I predict it can give a vampire one hell of a headache. And what we will ultimately be looking for is distraction.
Well, I have a pickup of my own to do, but I'm not going to be able to do it until right before our meeting, on the way to the meeting tonight.
That's cutting it a little close, don't you think?
Yeah, not my choice. Best I could do. It should hopefully be enough for all of us to carry some, though. So, are you planning on trying to get a vantage somewhere?
Yeah, at least I'll need to go early. Take a look at the dock, figure out a good place to position myself. I turn around. Hey, do you have a suit?
Why?
You should. We need to get you dressed up. We need to get you dressed up like you are going to a wedding. Then I take a quick photo as you're walking around walking by the hallway. We can make sure our asset is working faster.
Oh my god. I mean, it's at my place, but do we have the time for that?
We got time to kill.
Yeah, we've got a whole day.
Okay, fine, we'll do it.
Actually, your house, that would be perfect.
I should have made it so that Martin speaks some sort of language, because he would be swearing in it right now. All right, to Martin's apartment we go.
Sorry, I crashed.
RIP.
Apparently I can do audio, Discord, but not video.
We're going to go to Martin's house. We're going to get him dressed up in his best suit. I'm going to take a quick snapshot of him leaving. I'm going to send it to Tim and say, do you know where she is right now?
Okay.
We know that We know that she would be safe because if he tried anything psychotic on her, surrounded by vampires.
And are you doing this right before the meeting, or are you doing this right now?
We're going to take care of that. And we got some time to kill this morning. We'll get it done now.
Okay, let me make a roll. You get a response. Went into Club 206 around 10. Haven't seen her. They won't let me in.
There you go.
Was with capitalized him.
She went to Club 206, 10 o'clock, Fallon.
10 a.m., I assume.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Unless you guys did this the next day, because it was like 1 in the morning.
We were thinking in terms of it's early in the morning of the day.
Okay. Yeah, then the response would have been seen leaving Club 206. They lost me.
This does, however, corroborate Cherry's version of where Jessica would be versus the other person. So it will be safe to assume that Jessica's going to be at the dock.
Right, so then we're doing the pull up to Martin's 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, little bitty apartment, and he's changed into his suit.
I grab my phone. I just, walk out the door. But as you're walking out the door, say something like, "There's nothing you can do to stop me."
Wait, run that by me again?
You're going to walk out your front door. But as you're walking out your front door, you're going to turn and look at me, and you're going to say, "There's nothing you can do to stop me." You're going to slam the door shut.
Okay. And this is all for... Okay, right, fine. Okay. He's like hyping himself up to do this.
Strategically, this is going to motivate an asset. Non-strategically, it's right up there with Rocket asking for a leg. Maybe he's pushing boundaries to see how far that this is going to go, but it'll work. So...
Okay, Martin gets set up into position. He waits until he hears that the camera is recording.
Yeah, I say go. I'm not even aiming the camera at you. The key to good found footage is you don't put it in frame because then it looks fake.
Right.
So as you walk towards the door, I'm going to fumble the phone and then bring it up crookedly to catch you as you say your line.
Okay. He comes bursting through the door and looks he looks above the camera at the person, not the camera itself. And he says, "There's nothing you can fucking do to stop me. I'm going. All right, that's final." And that's it.
And I cut it as the door is being slammed, and I immediately send this video clip to Tim.
Awesome. Real quick, just
here comes that
because I want to. I want Martin to make a manipulation and performance check so this doesn't feel staged.
Within Creed?
You are lying to get someone to do something criminal in an attempt to further the hunt. I'm gonna say yes, even though I don't think it normally would be. You are almost breaking the law to do this.
Almost.
Your action will lead to the law being broken.
Definitely.
But with plausible deniability, because Martin can say, "I had no idea he was even taking that footage, nor what he was going to do with it."
3 successes.
You put on what feels like a good show.
But was it convincing?
It feels like it was. It was convincing to Draven.
We must hope it also convinces Timmy.
About 45 minutes go by and you get a response from Timmy that's like, "Wait, is it today?"
I think so.
I'm going to find her, and if I have to, I will put out a missing persons report on her.
There's already one out.
I send a thank you emoji.
No response.
Okay, Timmy's on the case. You might not want to be in those clothes outside now, Martin. In fact, do you have like a hat or anything to sort of go as low profile as possible?
We're at my house, so yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a jazz singer and didn't have a dope hat, we might need to stop.
Exactly. It's like a staple of jazz performance.
I thought it was like in the contract.
Yeah. Oh, there's probably like somewhat choreographed shows that require specific, outfits and stuff like that. So he would absolutely have at least a small costume wardrobe oriented around that stuff.
Sweet.
There is a performance dress code in every genre.
Every genre. So yeah,
I don't know. I go to a lot of game shows. People wear whatever.
it's true. Raves are a little different, but like, okay, so he would go back in and he would put on what would essentially wind up looking like actor going low profile with the ball cap, the super high up like hoodie. Oh, and a mask.
What kind of mask?
Like a COVID mask.
Okay, like, because if you put on like anything but a COVID mask, you're gonna draw attention.
Like the Scream mask, you know.
Yeah. I think even if you were to put on like a balaclava or some other face covering, people are still gonna be like, "What is that guy doing?"
Yeah, no, that looks like a robbery is about to happen, and I feel like these two would say as much.
But yeah, COVID mask, hoodie. I was gonna have you roll for your disguise, but you put on like basic clothes and a COVID mask, so there will still be a roll if someone tries to recognize you, but it will be more difficult than if you were just walking around.
Yeah, maybe some sunglasses too when it becomes daylight again. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to do before heading to the docks, other than make your pickup, because you already rolled for it. That will be successful.
I mean, part of the reason for that pickup is to be armed absolutely to the teeth as best as possible. So that's going to be the other than watching the activity at the docks through the CCTV cameras or feed. I think that's going to be Evelyn's focus, is just making sure everybody's got as much ammo as feasibly can be carried and that kind of thing. Although
that you were warned that this is a peaceful meeting and that even their people will be allowed to be searched by you for weapons.
That's true.
I'm not going to be down there.
That's true. You're going to be in some nest somewhere. So maybe we leave the weapons with you. And if shit hits the fan in a negative way, against us, maybe you try and get our weapons to us. Maybe that's the better way. Don't get caught.
Please. What's Draven's stealth like? Is it good? Is it bad?
I actually need to check.
Uh-oh.
Because Martin's is, not terrible.
There's a circle in it. It'll be fine. I got the circles where it counts.
Okay.
This sounds perfect to me.
What?
Of course it does. There's all the opportunity in the world for chaos. Evelyn does not even want to have this meeting. What she wants is for them to send Jessica over to them and then just not ever have to deal with them again.
This is a good ideal scenario.
It is not really on the table. She's realist enough for that. No, I think Evelyn's is prepared. We'll send a backpack full of ammo and weapons with Draven. And I guess that means Martin and I are going in clean.
Yep.
Yikes.
This makes me wish I was playing my Tremere. So bad.
Yes, but then you would have, like at least be on equal footing physically. That's no fun.
That's true.
That's no fun.
Even if they don't know what these things can do, I do. My fucking Tremere, by the time that campaign ended, could conjure up a literal severe thunderstorm. And he was a level short of being able to create a tornado.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
God, I need to play Vampire. I haven't played.
Vampire's so much fun. 5th edition is so much fun. It's got flaws, but they all do.
Nothing is perfect.
I'm gonna have to learn how to play V20 soon.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Any other preparations other than I know Draven is going to get set up ahead of time? Let's go ahead and heal that. It was just a punch in the face. I know that healing usually works different than that, but
well, it was a punch in the face from at least a ghoul, if not a vampire.
I mean, he had fang. Let's take 2 of those off, and then Martin, your willpower will reset.
Okay, reset. You just be glad he wasn't using, prowess on you. He turned your face to mist.
Yeah, I mean, Evelyn cleaned herself up as best she could, made sure no teeth were loose or anything.
I mean, I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just trying to make you think I'm trying to kill you.
Right.
Evelyn's been in 10
I
meetings before. She's taken worse.
I mean, She probably would have been at Standing Rock if she could have been. So, stuff like that.
Well, and there was the whole incident that made you a hunter.
Yeah. We haven't even gone into that yet.
So I think if we're ready, we'll have Draven start scouting and trying to find his little roost.
Sounds good to me.
I just like the word roost, so that's what we're calling it.
Sure. Should have kept those earpieces. I'm thinking in retrospect, I should have kept those earpieces.
Evelyn thought about it, but then
not started yet. I will allow you, if you want to try to get those earpieces again, make the arsenal roll for the scene.
Okay.
Technically, your sniper should have gone back, but I think for the interest of what it could bring to the table, I will allow it for this scene. But after this scene at the shipyard, you will have to return it.
It's manipulation and
Streetwise plus desperation,
streetwise.
because it's within Crete.
1, 4, 8.
And again, this is with the way we did the earpieces before. 1 success will get you 1 set. 2 successes will get you. 3 successes will get you 2 sets. 4 successes will get you all 3. No.
How
2,
many
3, sorry.
will 0 successes get me?
It will
Can
get
I
you
look
no
at the box?
movement.
I could just look at it as they carry it away from me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Evelyn, change the ringtone for my number on your phone. Something distinctive.
Oh,
Whatever
okay.
you pick. If you need to bail, if it's going down, I'm just going to call you once. When you hear that ringtone,
Okay, got it.
don't worry about ducking. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Of course, you do. Okay. Evelyn does do that.
What does Evelyn set the ringtone to?
It's like a fucking air raid siren.
In the Mood by Benny Goodman.
Awesome.
Nice.
I was personally hoping for Danger Zone by Kenny Rogers, but
Then you can just leave the phone playing.
yeah. Okay. So, Draven's headed to the docks.
How far away is the dock from this dock from the bridge?
I think we said it was about 20 minutes.
Okay. Before I get to the dock, I need to actually stop back at the abandoned bakery because I promised somebody something.
Okay. Yeah, you can leave early enough to have time to do that.
And I hate rats. So I go in a little slower this time, just muttering. Rats.
Yeah, and the way that you went in last time, as you approach through the alley again, no delivery truck this time. There's one person that is like clearly heavily intoxicated by something, kind of like zombie walking down the alley, but they don't seem to, not even that they don't seem interested in you, they don't seem aware of where they are. And you're easily able to get back into the bakery.
Okay.
And there are less rats this time, but there's still more rats than you would expect in a small abandoned building.
No bueno. No bueno. Is our friend still there?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a day late, and I am not $1 short, and I pull out $100.
He stands up and goes to hug you, and then kind of like stops and sniffs his armpit and is like, and offers a handshake.
Yeah, that's for the best, buddy.
Silence, always listening. And then he goes back to his little campfire, making the little tin mug of coffee.
With that promised delivery out of the way, gonna make it back to my car and get close to the docks.
All right, you are headed to the docks. How do you plan on getting in?
Well, from the fence line, what type of distance is it to the dock?
From the fence? Well, so it's a full shipyard. So I'm not good at feet. Quite a ways. There's multiple rows of like storage containers and small buildings. So the building that you need to get to, where you, or at least know where the smuggling stuff was, I would say maybe a 10-minute walk. Just because you have to like weave in and out of the different areas and get through all of that. Let's say 5-minute walk. That sounds more reasonable.
Okay. Well, let's do attempt number 1. Let's just use a good old fashioned subterfuge. We've got unfortunately, there's not a lot of subterfuge with a long case, but I've got
a long case clearly labeled SWAT.
Nobody's going to be looking at my back. I've got it slung over my shoulder. I'm going to grab No, I wouldn't. That would be a ridiculous thing to have in a car.
I was gonna say, well, if you're going in your car, he would approach the car when you pulled up to the gate.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in the car because that's just nothing but questions. Is it a single gatehouse?
Yeah, it's a single gate house. There's a gate in and a gate out in the same like gate area, and then the guard shack is a little bit smaller than one of the storage containers.
All right. Can I see how many guards there are?
You see one guard at the moment.
One guard at the moment. All right. In a similar disguise fashion, I've got a ball cap on, pulled somewhat down. Car's parked. I come jogging up to the gatehouse. I'm like, man, I cannot believe I am late on the first day. They are gonna freaking kill me in there. Listen, I just need to slide in real quick. This is the worst first day ever. Can you help me out?
Yeah, go ahead and roll manipulation and persuasion, and it's going to be contested.
Okay. Oh boy. 2 successes.
He kind of like looks you up and down, and he's like, I'm sorry, which company did you work for again?
As I am talking to him, I am looking past his shoulder up at storage, the container units, and I grab the name of the first one that I can see clearly.
Okay, I'll let you make the roll again, giving the name to try to convince him that like you didn't just grab a name off the wall.
That'd be 1 success.
Like, yeah, go ahead and sign in on the sheet right here. First name, last badge number, and company.
Okay, and I've filled out paperwork many a time over the years, and I scribble it out in the same bureaucratic manner of, it appears to be English, but you can't quite make it out.
He gives you a nod and is like, you better hurry.
Thank you. As I go running in, I do swing the bag off so it's no longer behind me as I'm going into the gate.
Yeah.
Out of sight of the guard shack, it's merely a matter of walking casually as if I'm meant to be there. So it's about 5 minutes to get to the building, which is adjacent to the dock where the boat is supposed to meet us.
Yes.
By any chance, is there fire escape access or anything like that?
To that building? Yes, but when you get there, the fire escape ladder is pulled up.
How far is it?
10 feet?
He's not jumping 10 feet into the air. Are there any adjacent structures as high or higher than the building?
Yeah, there's a stack of storage crates. It's a little farther back than the building. It's like the row before the building. And then there's another like dock house next to it. But you see that it's it's in operation, but you don't see anyone moving around. Like, it doesn't look like it's actively being occupied, but it is a like active boathouse.
And would it have and it looks like from there it would have a clear view of where the yacht is going to meet them?
Yes, you don't see a fire escape, but you do see on the roof access.
So that means I got to go into the building. All right.
The storage containers are taller, but it's, you would have to get up on top of the storage containers as opposed to up on top of the roof. Are
there any workstations, anything about logistically near this building?
Not like right next to it, but I'd say like a football field's length away is like a crane to move the shipping containers. Like one of the ones that like rolls back and forth for like organizing them in the stacks.
That might be a little too much, but no like foreman's desk or anything like that.
No, just more. There's more of those buildings and storage containers, like a small parking lot for service vehicles.
Okay, progression attempt number 2. I come up to the door of this building because I want to get to the roof, but I got to go interior to get to the roof. Is it like
building or the one next door?
The one next door.
Okay.
Is it like glass door or? Like...
it's a metal door. It has a handle, and you can see, and it has a deadbolt.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Son of a bitch. Lock picking is not something in my. Actually, I do have a little in larceny. Is this like the kind of door where it's the door and there's like a plate?
Yeah.
Over the. I would like to take a shot at popping that door.
Yeah, go ahead. That's going to be dexterity and larceny.
How would he know larceny? Well,
Cops pick things up.
that'd be one success.
You're able to pick the lock. It seems like the lock's there more as a deterrent than it is like actual secure.
What does it open into?
It opens into a small warehouse with the like where the actual boat would get put to load. You see some crates, a small office, and then the ladder leading up to the roof.
Okay. By any chance, so it's a ladder straight run to the roof.
Yes.
And no activity going on inside here just yet.
Nope.
All
Motion
right.
lights come on when the door opens.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Can't do anything about that right now. I'm going to go ahead and take the ladder to the roof.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to get up on the roof. The like hatch to the roof, at first you think it might be locked, and then you realize that it's just like the hinge might be a little corroded, and you're able to get it open.
Okay.
And you do see the boat in question docked at Simon's boathouse.
Okay. Well, up on the rooftop, I go ahead and
Click, click, click.
I start pulling out the toys.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll. I know you have enough firearms to properly get this thing ready to fire.
But what I am not going to do is I am not going to spy on the boat
Okay.
yet. The
How are
last
you
thing-
moving yourself around on the roof? Like, are you just up there walking around?
Oh no. If there's a ledge line, I'm basically trying to stay as low as possible.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a 3-foot ledge, so you're not, unless you like get down, you're not gonna be able to get under it, but at least not fully, like most of you can be below it. Like you're not gonna be able to go prone and like get into that sniper position, but you will be able to use the ledge as a little bit of coverage.
Okay. I send a text message to the two of them and let them know I'm in place with a thumbs up
Okay.
emoji.
I would like you to roll a dex and stealth for me just to stand through this scene for if anyone does go looking. And I need to get my notes up so that I can make sure that that's written down for me. Two successes.
Oh, wait a minute. No. 4 successes.
Oh, that sounds like a crit.
This is a skill that he learned, dodging XY.
All right. You're in place. And now, Martin and Evelyn, is there anything you want to do before you head to the meeting?
Other than make my pickup, which is completely useless now, no.
Okay. You still have them. You could have them in the car.
Well, and that's what Evelyn's planning on doing. She's going to put probably 10 or so in the like in the well between the two front seats.
Yeah.
You know, and just have them available if they have to make a run for it with vampires like bouncing along their trail or whatever. And she's also going to park close to the so like in the parking lot, the exterior parking lot that's intended for the shipyard, the dockyard.
Okay.
Because they are expected, or at least she's expected.
Yeah, as far as you know, you're expected to be going to the dockyard.
Right. But I don't want them to have her vehicle, like she doesn't want her vehicle to potentially be bound up by them by being inside the dockyard, you know, so blocked in or whatever. So
Right.
she wants to at least leave it outside. So they're going to walk up to the gate.
Okay. So right before you guys would be arriving, Draven, you're going to see, I know you're not spying on the boat, but I assume you're keeping an eye out. You do see a like black SUV pull up and 4 people get out of it. One of them is in a like captain's uniform. And the other 3 are Jessica, Fallon, and someone you haven't seen before. I don't think have you guys seen Simon before? I think you have actually. I thought you saw a picture of him.
We
have a picture of him from God knows when, but yeah.
Yeah, it's Simon. He's leather jacket, jeans, long hair.
I'm going to relay this information.
And it appears to just be the 4 of them. And then they get on the boat. You see the lights turn on, some music starts playing. And then Evelyn and Martin arrive at the gatehouse.
At the gatehouse, wait for one guard, I guess the one guard to approach the window and just tell him, Dr. Evelyn Thomas to see Fallon Cross. I have an appointment.
Oh, he looks down at his paperwork. He's like, yeah, I thought there was going to be 3 of you.
One of my colleagues couldn't make it.
Okay, yeah. And then he pulls out like a little paper map that has like a line drawn to where you're supposed to go. Yep, just check back in at the gatehouse when it's time for you to leave. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Please don't cause me any trouble.
Do my best to avoid that.
Try not to cause problems.
And she takes the paper and goes through, and she does like appear to be referencing the paper like she's trying to orient herself because she's never been here before, not ever.
Yeah, and the map it's a poorly drawn map, but it's pretty easy to follow, and you already know where you're going. And this time there is a pretty nice older yacht docked right next to the boathouse. And standing at the end of I assume it's called a gangplank, I don't know boats, is this man. Oh wait, I should probably put you guys there. That would help. This man, who you recognize from the pictures as Simon. And as you approach, he kind of gives one of those like waves and like tips a fake hat.
So let me make sure I'm understanding. Inside the boathouse is the yacht we saw before, but next to the boathouse is a different yacht? An older yacht?
This is a like definitely a pleasure yacht, whereas the other one was like a very nice boat that could be used for both storage and just going out in.
Okay.
And Simon kind of stands there leaning against the rail of the gangplank.
Evelyn probably gives him a very cold nod, like, I see you. I am not excited to see you, but I see you.
Martin is just sort of looking around to see if he can find anything weird. Like immediately obvious, he's not like doing any detailed searching.
No, yeah, he's just kind of standing there. His jacket, I know in the picture his jacket's closed, but it's open, and it looks like he's kind of like tried to make it stay like fanned out so you can see there's no gun in his waist. And as you guys approach, he's like, I thought Jessica said there'd be 3 of you.
Normally there would be, but one of my colleagues couldn't make it.
Oh, well, that's too bad. We made drinks for 3, so well, 4, but one of you's already here. So I was told to let you pat me down for weapons and then to pat you down for weapons. And Doctor, I promise I will be a gentleman. I respect all parties.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Of course you do. And Evelyn, opens her coat.
And he does it's a thorough pat down, but he is very like professional about it. There's no like lingering touches. There's no inappropriateness to it. He very much is doing his job. And he pats you both down and then kind of stands jacket open, ready for you guys if you would like to search him.
Evelyn will, and it's pretty clear she's reluctant to do so, but she's also not going to just trust.
As you start to pat him down, he's like, oh, front left pocket, there's a multi-tool. I mean, the only knife on it's the little pen knife, but I figured it wouldn't be considered a weapon. If you would like, I can leave it here on the dock.
She's going to check the pocket. It's just like a Leatherman?
Yeah, just like a little Leatherman multi-tool. It looks old and well used, but well cared for.
Okay. I'm not worried about a Leatherman.
And then he says, there is the captain of the boat. We will not be leaving dock. Mr. Cross thinks that it will be more comfortable and make you feel safer if we stay docked. Fallon himself and Jessica and myself will also be on the boat. You're welcome to take a tour and make sure that we're not hiding anything. Fallon has made it clear that this is a social call and no harm is to come to you.
I don't like how accommodating they're being. Something is off. I don't like it. Okay.
Do not listen to their mind tricks.
The tour won't be necessary. Far more concerned with.
You can tell that, like, Simon is not happy about the things that he's telling you, but even without rolling, you can tell that, like, it doesn't seem like he's trying to hide anything from you.
Yeah, and what's interesting is the way he's talking is indicating that the relationship is completely turned around from the way Evelyn has been considering it. She thought Simon was the one in charge, and now it's sounding like it's Fallon this whole time.
Well, you had been told that Simon is very loyal to Fallon. We'll speak out against him, but in the end, we'll always follow what Fallon says. Cherry told you that.
Right. But a lot of what they had been coming across had been, Simon calling the shots, except apparently Simon only calls the shots to the underlings, which is interesting. Anyway, which boat is he gesturing toward? Like, which one are we getting on?
The nicer one, the one that is not in the boathouse.
Oh.
And you do see painted on the side of it is the Union Buster.
Wait a minute. He got Bezos' old boat? Draven is on the roof right now, watching this, talking out loud to himself slightly. We didn't come up with a phrase. When am I supposed to? Well, shit. And now I'm starting to decide when I need to do something.
Yeah, we probably should have talked about that, because Evelyn was just assuming that you were going to be their cover in the case that shit went sideways.
Yeah.
Quick question, is the back of the boat open, or is it?
Yeah, there's like an open, I want to call it a party area. There's like tables and a bar.
And it's probably a ladder up on one side to an upper deck where the
where the actual
visible
captain and ship controls are.
So actually, most of the boat is at least visible from on the dock.
Yes.
Okay.
And Simon's like, if you will follow me, I'll take you to Fallon and Jessica.
Okay.
He didn't pat me down, but he would allow him to.
Yeah, he patted you both down.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
And he didn't, you guys don't have any weapons hidden on you or anything, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, and he leads you up onto the yacht towards the door leading inside.
Okay.
Following along.
If the three of them go inside, there would be visibility on the captain.
Yes. Right now, the captain is just kind of like standing in the doorway to the control room. I don't know what you call where you drive a yacht, but where like the ship controls would be smoking a cigarette.
I believe it's the wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse?
Yes,
cool.
wheelhouse.
Standing outside the wheelhouse in the doorway smoking a cigarette.
Also, if we're inside, there's still going to be windows and lights on, which means that if it's dark outside, you should be able to see us inside through the windows relatively easily.
Well, that doesn't make it more complicated at all. All right.
And he leads you inside the room, right inside the door. He doesn't take you deeper into the yacht. It's a sitting area. You see a bar, couches, a TV that's not turned on. He's like, go ahead and have a seat. Would you like a drink?
Thank you. No.
I'm good.
Yeah,
thanks.
They were in the room talking. They should be out in just a moment. And as he says that, Jessica and Fallon walk out.
Jessica, haven't seen you in a long time. How are you?
Evelyn, you're
go in
here.
for a hug.
Evelyn goes in.
No one stopped you from approaching.
Yeah, Jessica goes in for the hug.
She's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that you would come. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. This is so awesome. That's Simon. Hi. And this is Fallon. I know. It's a weird thing, but it's so good. It's so good.
Evelyn glances at Fallon and she
Kind of
very
smiles and gives a little head nod.
Fallon, it's nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
I have been made aware that you have been sort of a fan of mine recently.
I don't know if I would say fan, but I have taken an interest, in large part because Jessica just disappeared.
Well,
Could have avoided a lot of misunderstanding if she hadn't just dropped off the face of the planet.
I have no control over what Jessica does. That's why my associate told you we can't account for where she was going to be tonight, because she kind of goes where she pleases.
Yeah, nothing's off limits for me. I get everything I want, and she basically gives a big hug to Fallon and gives him a little kiss on the cheek, just like this guy.
I do what I can to keep my people happy. Martin, you have experience with people that have been under vampire mind control. I'd like you to make me we'll call it wits and awareness to try to pick up on that.
Okay. Man, it's a good thing I put some points into those.
XP's a good thing.
I seem to have broken my sheet. Yeah, I can't get my dice to roll.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Gee, I don't know what happened. That's weird.
I think I accidentally typed in the box and then messed it up somehow.
Yeah, let me see if I can quickly adjust that. That might fix it.
Ooh, that's a crit for 5 total? Is that right, Tim?
Should be 4 successes plus any other successes you roll.
Yeah, I won't be able to see your actual dice on my side.
I have
2 big flames?
I have 2 big flames and 1 little flame.
So that would be
so
5.
5 successes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And you don't pick up on any of like the weird tells you were getting from your bandmates. She seems to be fully aware of like what's going on around her. She doesn't have that like doughy-eyed expression. She seems fully present in this moment. I mean, I don't know if she is, but she's Jessica. She might be mildly intoxicated, but beyond that, it doesn't seem. Nothing seems off about her.
Man, and for 5 successes too. That's. Oof.
Yeah, Jessica peels herself off of Fallon for a moment and comes over to Martin and gives him a hug as well.
Martin, it's so good to see. I missed you.
Hey, I missed you too. Well, what's going on here? What's happening? What have you been up to?
Oh, just doing the thing. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
And Fallon kind of chimes in, and this one doesn't stop. It's clubs and raves and parties all the time. I barely have any time to manage my own club.
Yeah, that sounds like Jessica, although she's been appearing a lot less frequently from what we've been hearing.
I have encouraged her to keep up her normal life and things, but she seems pretty insistent on diving headfirst into the next event. To be honest, you being here at all was her idea. I would have rather either sidestepped or dealt with this in another manner, but she insisted on speaking to you.
I know how tenacious you guys can be, and it's my bad. I should have been more forthcoming and aware that you were worried about me. It's very sweet. Very sweet.
Well, I'll tell you, it really worried us when you missed our last meeting. We were all sitting around waiting for you with your drinks ready and everything, and you didn't show.
Martin will nod, like it's really bothered him too quite a bit.
Well, I don't know what to say. I after Tiffany, I was kind of lost. I didn't quite have like a direction, and I thought that maybe I could do a little bit of extra research, and I found myself finding Fallon here, and it's so much different than I was expecting. It's so bad. I thought it was gonna be scarier, and it's not. This is it's very normal type of stuff. I mean, the weird sleeping during the day thing is different, but everything else, well, that wasn't really all that different for me. I don't really sleep at night, but yeah, it all worked out really well. And, Simon's Simon's okay. Everyone else has been pretty great.
Simon gives one of those and does not look pleased to be here at all. Fallon takes, looks off for a second and then sighs. At this point, I know that you're aware of what I am. And I want to make it clear that not once have I fed on your friend. I have no intention of feeding on your friend. She is dear to me. And I make it a point to only feed on people who have agreed to. I ask that my followers also keep their feedings clean and not bring lasting harm to our community. Because after everything that happened 6 months ago, we should be focused on rebuilding. And I don't know about your world, but my world needs a restructure.
That's been my understanding from what we've been learning.
And I just really think that it would be so much better that maybe we work together. Maybe, that things aren't as scary as they actually seem to be. And, there are bad things out there. I mean, I've heard some things about some shifters or whatever, but these guys, they're really trying to make a difference, not only for their people, but for us as well.
Inside Evelyn's head, she is seeing every idealistic sorority girl she has ever encountered before in her entire career and pounding her head against the wall in frustration. She is showing none of this on her face.
I can see everyone through the windows, correct?
Yeah, you can see everyone through the window. At this point, Fallon starts walking over towards the bar and pulls out like a cocktail kit. He's like, "Can I make you all a drink? Sadly, I can't enjoy them anymore, but I still make a mean martini." And he looks over at Martin and is like, "I'm aware of your career, and I've never met a jazz performer that doesn't enjoy a martini."
Man, this is awkward. I am putting a bead on Fallon's head right now, debating with myself as to, we really should have come up with a code word or a hand signal.
So at this point, Evelyn, she's still obviously not really comfortable, but I don't want to say she's relaxing either because she's really not. But she kind of, so who was it that prevented her from approaching Jessica first? When she went in for a hug and you said someone...
No one stopped you.
Oh,
like
okay.
They just kind of stood there and let you guys hug and...
Okay. So Evelyn's going to kind of shuffle a little bit toward the window, like she's looking out to check to make sure nobody's approaching the boat or anything like that. And she glances around kind of upward and then shakes her head and turns back to the group and leaves her back to the window.
And yeah, Fallon's still just kind of standing there, like martini making stuff in his hands.
Oh, and that's why she turned around. She says, "I'll have a vodka martini, extra dry, extra dirty."
He kind of gives you a look and is like, "I will make one, but I believe a martini has gin." And he grabs a bottle that wasn't pulled out and makes one. And it's really good. It's a little strong. But in my opinion, a good martini is strong. But it's well balanced. The olives seem like they're like good quality. And yeah, he looks like he is a practiced hand at making these. And even looks at it longingly as he hands it to you.
You used to be a bartender? Or still are?
I have spent a lot of time in and out of bars, and before I had spent some time bartending just to get free covers.
And he makes an amazing redheaded slut.
I make yes I do. And then without you even answering, he makes a like classic gin martini for Martin.
All right, thanks. And he'll take it.
James just watching all
Take a
this,
sip.
muttering, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, from Draven's point of view, they're like having drinks and chatting. You've seen them hug Jessica. Fallon seems overly relaxed, and Simon is like almost pouting in the corner, like sulking.
Sulking.
Yeah, it's very clear that he wanted this handled in a different manner, but is doing what was agreed upon.
Well, Fallon, I appreciate you acquiescing to Jessica's request in this particular matter. I was actually worried it was going to go very sideways very fast.
I'll be
I would
honest,
never do that to you, Doc. You guys are like the closest things I got to living friends.
I love the qualification there. Living friends.
Both Fallon and Simon chuckle at that. And Fallon's like, to be honest, Simon is here because I was worried for the same. Being fully candid with you, I was expecting you to come in here guns blazing, attempting to rescue someone who is not in danger.
I must admit, we didn't get a very good first impression of people like you. We've encountered someone who is utilizing some form of mind control on Martin's bandmates.
Let me be clear that I am not a fair representation of my people. Most of my people believe that they are above the humans. And I think that there is, at least far in the future, a world where we can coexist more openly. I think that many things in this world need to change, and they just need someone with the willpower to do so. I mean, there are people like you who are ill-informed and very capable to cause harm to anyone. Jessica told me about what you guys did at the school, and it's quite remarkable. I hear that, and he glares at Simon, you've had a run-in with some people that are associated with me and handled yourselves phenomenally, and I respect you for that. And there have been consequences for those actions.
I also appreciate that, because it was an unexpected and, quite frankly, disappointing encounter.
Especially because Cherry is just so sweet. A little too free-spirited for the movement, but overall, good people.
What movement are you referring to?
The change in how my world operates.
What you mentioned before about a restructuring.
Exactly. I don't want to put you in danger, and it's not a fear of your inability to protect yourself, but it's more a concern for what could happen to both parties involved if I were to give you too much information. Even us meeting and me having said what I said about you knowing what I am puts us at risk. But being that you're very well educated, I figured coming at you with ignorance, feigned or otherwise, was not the best approach.
I suppose all of that is fair enough, and I appreciate the respect there. Jessica, honestly, I'd really like to have you visit us a little bit more frequently.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be in the hunting game all that much longer here. I mean, come on. I mean, it'd be kind of weird. I mean, maybe the other guys, like Fallon was saying, there's some really bad shit going on out there done by these other licks. So, I mean, I might help you off with that, or maybe something. Is there a hunt going? And she looks at Fallon, like, almost like maybe I could go and do something.
Not necessarily at the moment. We've been much more focused on making sure you were all right. But honestly, even if you do get out of the game, that doesn't stop us being your friends.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to Freddy's. That would be great. They do have the best fries. And I'm sorry, sweetie. I know you miss French fries a lot.
There are many things that I miss, but choices were made.
So yeah, I mean, here's my boyfriend. It's honestly quite better than some of my other, guys that I brought home before. So, and you're not gonna judge me like my mom as much. Whatever.
Oh, I'm not good with parents.
At this point, Evelyn chuckles faintly and eyes him over the top of her glass. I probably qualify as at least the mom friend of the group.
Is that why I feel so awkward around you?
Potentially.
Well, I'm happy to know that Jessica has people outside of my family that care for her. There was business to inviting you here today. It wasn't just letting you see Jessica. Your endeavors have brought some attention to what I'm doing. And I would kindly ask you, now that you can see that Jessica is safe, I'm trying to find a polite way to say lay off a little.
Well, provided that Jessica remembers she does have friends outside of your friend group, I don't see any reason for us to continue digging.
Well, Jessica is free to do as she wishes. She's not here under compulsion. She is simply my partner.
That was our biggest concern, I'll be honest. In part because of our experience with this other person.
I don't know of this other person you speak of, but knowing some of the other folk in this city, there's a fair chance that they're not of a kindly sort.
Question for the storyteller.
Yeah.
Is there anybody, by any chance, entering the dock area as I'm observing?
Not near the boat, but you've seen people come and go, through the gate. You see a little, step above a golf cart security patrol driving around. There is some movement on the dock as, people are doing, late night work and whatnot. But nothing seems suspicious. No one seems to be approaching the boat. The captain has, sat down and is, scrolling on his phone. And you can see from your position that Simon is looking more on edge.
Sure. because of the conversation between that I'm observing going on with Fallon, Martin, and Evelyn, I'm going to move my attention to Simon.
Yeah, he's been periodically checking his phone, and it seems like every time he checks his phone, he gets a little more agitated. Like tapping his, like doing the like leg shake, ADHD foot tap thing, like frustrated expression on his face. He keeps adjusting his jacket.
Can Evelyn notice this also?
Yeah.
The person that we have a problem with is Elizabeth. She owns and I can't remember the name of the club.
The Royal Court.
The Royal Court.
I am familiar with Elizabeth. She is, I mean, obviously dangerous. We're all dangerous in our own ways. She is, by all definitions of the word, a manipulator. I wouldn't say that we're on even close to friendly terms, me and her.
She did seem to recognize Jessica, for whatever that's worth.
Oh, I've been to the club before.
Yeah, it's no secret that we're together. We go places, we do things.
And I've watched Martin before. I've even met Fallon. So.
Yeah, I mention it because I wonder, she didn't come forth with any of that information, so I wonder if she's going to attempt to use it in some way that we were asking about Jessica at her club, just as a heads up.
Typical.
I appreciate it. I do know that she has some business trafficking blood, and that occasionally we'll use workers from the club there, just so that we've had a fair exchange of information.
Evelyn at this point looks at Martin and says there's something about a drink that she's been giving to human members of her staff.
Oh, she's probably ghouling them. They're probably enthralled. She's probably, and he looks up like uncomfortable with how to say this, feeding them.
Against their will and knowledge. I see.
I don't know about against their will, but most definitely against their knowledge. She is not the type to do things by force, at least not personally.
She does seem to prefer subterfuge.
Her kind are a very social kind. Many things can be done with a smile and the right words.
So I'm going to guess that you're not even affiliated with whatever her kind is.
Oh, no, far from. She would think me some kind of animal.
I mean, to be fair, I think she thinks that about pretty much everybody that's not her.
Oh, yes, she definitely would see all of you as cattle. You are a food source and a tool.
Like I said, there's a lot of bad ideas that need to get fixed. But Fallon and the guys, you know, that are at least here in like this part of Seattle, they seem to, you know, want what's best for everyone.
As they're all talking about who Elizabeth really is, Martin is getting noticeably more uncomfortable because now he's really starting to understand what he saw and grasp the situation that his group is now in.
Jessica, you had asked about a hunt. I would say that there's the potentiality that Elizabeth may wind up being the subject of one. We're not there yet, but that doesn't mean it won't happen.
I mean, I gotta be careful. I gotta protect Fallon. I can't just, you know, go out there and start, you know, being all Buffy the Vampire Slayer out there. But, you know, I can certainly, yeah, I know I can help somehow, right?
If you do intend to go that route, be very careful. She is connected.
I started to get that idea just in the few dealings that we've had with her. And I will be honest, if it's possible, we could keep Jessica out of any physical confrontations and just ask for information. And it would all be focused on Elizabeth.
Keeping Jessica safe is a priority of mine. So I would appreciate you not dragging her into danger.
He's a big sweet teddy bear. He's a little overprotective.
I would have to say that protecting my people is also my priority, and I consider Jessica one of them.
That's very kind of you. As I assume you're aware, when you know what's out there, it's a lot harder to just trust that things will be okay.
Most definitely. This meeting included, as I'm sure you are aware.
At this point, Simon stands up and is like, I have to take a business call. And kind of like, not storms out, but kind of leaves in a huff. And Martin, you see Simon stand up and walk to the end of the gangplank and pull out his phone.
I didn't want to say anything with him standing right here, but Simon seems unhappy.
Simon tends to deal with things in a more confrontational manner. His plan was to just simply remove the problem. And I don't see you as a problem. So we had a disagreement on this meeting. And he also has been having an issue with his business. There was a break-in recently at his warehouse, and they've been struggling to find out who did it. Nothing was taken, fortunately, but...
Well, I suppose I could understand being a little bit stressed out, but the more we've talked, the worse he's seemed.
Simon is not... He's not great at conversation. He's more of a doer.
I see.
And he sees this as a waste of time and a threat to myself and what we do.
Well, as you've pointed out, I have no interest in putting Jessica at risk. So long as she's here of her own free will, and she looks directly at Jessica when she says this, we have no beef for now. I would prefer it for her sake that we stay that way.
I agree. I think that for all parties interested, us being friend of a friend is the best relationship that we could have.
I would never fall for a guy that would do any of that macho bullshit that would try to control me anyway.
That's very good to hear, Jessica.
But time teaches.
All right. Well, Jessica, I'm really glad to see you. Don't be such a stranger.
Yeah, I gotta find my phone. It's missing somewhere.
We should hang out, sometime. We still need to, first off, we need to go shopping.
Excellent. We'll hit the thrift stores. Shores?
Yeah, we can do that. I love a good thrift.
Fallon.
And we should have lunch sometime.
He makes a face and he's like, honey, you don't need to wear other people's clothes.
Those are the best kind. That's how you know they were good.
I'll take your word on that.
I mean, I know it's maybe it's your time. You were around when Macklemore came around, right? I mean, I was a really little kid, but this is Seattle.
I was around, but that's not really my scene.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Don't worry. We'll hook up. We'll go thrifting. We'll get some food. I get bored during the day if I'm awake. I got nothing to do. So yeah, we can totally hang out.
So definitely either find or replace your phone, because that's part of what really scared us, is we couldn't get you to answer it.
Yeah, it was still. Sure. Haven't really had a need for a phone lately, but yeah, should probably do that.
Well, any more phones are how friends stay in touch.
Yeah, I know. I've just been having such a good time.
That honeymoon period is intoxicating, I know.
And so are drugs.
Well, but we already knew that, especially with you.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Okay, so Evelyn goes in for another hug, and I think for everyone's comfort, we should probably take off for tonight.
Yeah, it's been really great seeing you. I have missed you guys. I wish Draven was here. That would just been wild, right? Just watching his grumpy face.
I think Simon's grumpy face is all the grumpy faces we really needed tonight, to be honest.
You're not wrong.
Draven wanted to be here, but he couldn't make it tonight.
Well, give him a hug for me. I'm sure he'll not want to, but you're gonna do it.
All right, take care of yourself and stay in touch. Don't be a stranger.
I'll work on that.
Okay.
As you go to leave, Fallon offers a handshake.
Martin will take it.
And so will Evelyn.
It's been a pleasure to meet both of you. I hope in the future, if we are to meet, it's under less tense circumstances.
I can agree with that. Hopefully so. We don't have to have a sniper staring down the barrel at your head. She does not say that.
I figured.
Okay. I'm here for it, but...
Okay, so Evelyn heads for the gangway to get back on the dock.
As you start to approach, you can hear Simon, not yelling, but on the verge of yelling. Well, then you need to figure it out. I can't afford to have people snooping around. And then he looks over and sees you and is like, I'll call you back, and hangs up.
Evelyn gives him a polite nod on her way by. It was nice meeting you, Simon.
The pleasure is all mine.
Martin will give him a nod and a smile too.
As you guys walk away, Draven, you see Simon kind of like flip them off a little bit and then shake his head and walk back onto the boat.
Nice.
And you're able to make it all the way to the gatehouse with no incident.
Can we check in with the guard on our way out?
Yeah.
It's not until we hit the SUV that Evelyn actually goes, oh, that girl.
She's dumb, all right, but it seems like she found a good one.
Sheer luck, sheer luck, and I would say that there's some qualifications, some caveats to that good there.
Dog's trying to play with the old cat. Old cat does not want it.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that mental was, the best category she chose.
Not her strongest suit.
But I mean, also she's not dumb.
Draven does snap a picture of Simon on the gangplank.
All right, Draven, you've seen your friends leave the dockyard. Sorry, I was updating my notes. Leave the dockyard, and they seem to have gotten out without issue. Simon has headed back onto the boat, and it looks like the boat's getting ready to pull out.
I'm gonna watch it leave.
Yeah, it pulls out and looks like it's just headed out into the Sound.
What the fuck? Hey, Draven, why don't you go up on a roof and freeze your ass off? We're just gonna have some martinis in a yacht. Oh, sure, why not? That, it's exciting. I look forward to things like that. Would you like a martini? I can't drink a martini. I'm on a fucking roof, freezing my ass off, but that's okay.
Most justified crash out. And it wasn't even our fault.
He's gonna wait a while, and everything simmers down. He's going to make his way out of this building, head towards the gate.
Yeah, as you approach, the security guard's like, done for the night.
Yeah, thank you. You were a lifesaver, man.
Yeah, they'll check the login sheet and it'll be fine.
Somebody's going to try to translate that chicken scratch, and they're going to say, what do you mean? George Washington was here last night?
Awesome. So where's everybody headed?
Back to the safe house for the time being. And also, can we get a 10-minute bio?
Yeah. I was actually going to kind of start wrapping us up once we got back to the safe house.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that
So if
works.
you want to end with us headed back to the safe house, do a quick bio break, and then do housekeeping after, I'm good with that.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Fantastic. So yeah, few minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll do housekeeping.
Be right back.